Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Hopefully we can keep our internet up because of course I'm going live with you guys and Emma Sean Vivo. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it here. And Wi-Fi is a little tricky because of this wonderful storm that's rolling in. I go live once a month presenting a Corto olive oil driven recipe. This is why I've got Corto olive oil everywhere. And every month there is a giant storm. It's okay. Why is that? Because I live in Nicaragua. Just moved here with my family. I am Chef Anita. If you guys don't know me, I'm looking a little, gotta fix this up before we go live here. So this is gonna look a little interesting. I'll be speaking to you guys here because I have a whole setup. If you could see, there's a whole setup right there for the live with this brand that I'm a chef for. I bring olive oil driven recipes. Today we're doing I want to say it in Spanish, but it's pasta de mariscos. So it's going to be a lot of different things, little lobster tail, little shrimp, a little clams, and some linguine, some really beautiful, hello, hi, Boricua, Huepa, in the house, how you doing? From Puerto Rico, yes, thank you for joining me. I go live in about 3 minutes, making the seafood pasta with Amazon Live. I'm just going to say it. I don't think I've ever gotten in trouble before for saying it, so I'm just going to go on ahead and say it. If you guys want to hang around with me, see what I do, please do. If you can't, I completely understand. I just love to bring, hello, hi from Maine. I just want to explain because if you guys are talking to me, I'm not going to be able to answer because my focus has to be on this iPhone right here. So let me grab my ingredients. I just wish my lighting was as good as it is here on my Samsung. Just saying, Android. Okay, I'm still here. Let me show you guys. See? I've got a couple of little lobsters here with some shrimp. I'm just making one single portion because this is what I'm going to be featuring. And then I've got some beautiful clams. And I'm just going to cook everything up with red chili flake and garlic. And that is it. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. So again, my focus, I'm trying to set myself up because I don't have a lot of room here. Oh, right now, you should smell my kitchen. I have whole garlic, this olive oil, which I'll be talking about really soon, and a little bit of butter, and I'm going to poach that beautiful lobster in this. This is going to be a really fun, easy recipe. I'm also going to include some summer squash. Boom, boom, boom. Really quick. Yeah, right? And of course, you can't forget the white wine. But living in Nicaragua, I don't get the other ingredients that I always want, like shallots and other things, so we make it work. Okay, how do I look, guys? Am I good? My hair got wet in the rain. It's pouring rain here. Thank you so much for following. I will definitely speak to you guys after I'm done here, okay? All right, gotta go live. I'll catch you guys on the other side. Wish me luck. Hello. Hello, everybody out there in Amazon Live land. Hello, Chef Anita here. It is so good to be back. I feel like I was just on, but here I am again, bringing you guys another olive oil driven recipe with, you know who? My guys, my friends over at Corto Olive Oil. Now, you guys already know, if you've watched any of my lives, any of my videos, any of my YouTubes, Instagram, TikToks, name it, the only olive oil I use is Corto. Why? Because these guys really know how to make olive oil that is sustainable, that is delicious, that actually protects the food that you're creating for your family, or in a restaurant, if you're one of those chefs who changed their mind like I did when I did a side-by-side in my own restaurant in Napa. These guys literally travel everywhere I go with me. I do a lot of private events. They have their own suitcase and they come along. That's how important they are to me. I discovered them almost 4 years ago. Actually, wow, it's coming up on like 4 1/4 here. It's been a long time, and I absolutely cannot get enough of them. Okay, so let's get to the recipe because I only get about a half hour here, and I want to start cooking. Right now, I'm going to show you, I started poaching some whole garlic. I'm going to pull it, and that was in the olive oil with a little, like a teaspoon of butter. Watch what I'm going to do. Today, just in case you guys didn't read the title, we already cooked my linguine. It's over here. I'm going to show it to you guys in a little bit. My garlic is so perfectly browned. But why am I browning it ahead of time? Well, because like I'm always talking to you guys, building flavor from the bottom up. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you so much. This olive oil is so incredibly delicious, and it helps with the citrus notes in it, with whatever food you're making. I mean, literally look at my videos here. Check them out here on Amazon. You can cursor through. You can see all of the olive oils that I'm using right now, today, in this very dish. They come in handy labor lock seal boxes or a convenient bottle, beautifully packaged for you. I feel like I'm all over the place. This is how I always feel like I sound when I'm getting started. I get very excited, the hands get going, but I started to say that I wanted to start my garlic. I wanted to poach it in that olive oil because now, with the seafood pasta, you guys haven't seen yet, I have a couple of little baby lobster tails, gorgeous jumbo shrimp, and some clams. Can everybody see? Can everybody see? It's incredible. So the first thing I'm going to do, I went ahead and cut the back of the lobster, if you guys can see that, and kind of pulled it out of the shell and then speared it with a bamboo skewer. I'm going to put that into the olive oil. And I'm just going to let that go really nice, low and slow, until it gets to the right color. And then I'm going to go on ahead and pull it, and then that's going to go over the top of this pasta. Over here, I'm actually going to kick up my heat here. You know what, 1 second, I forgot to turn off the fan. There we go. I felt like I was screaming over it. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. I love that everybody's here with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. So, yeah. Pasta, oh my gosh, the freshness of that lobster is insane, and it's not going to take very long to cook. Look at this, linguine. I have a lot, but my family's going to be eating this later as well. What do I do with the linguine after I cook it? I actually drizzle it. It just literally came out of that water. I drizzle it with the Corto Extra Virgin so that it doesn't stick, and then it cooks in that olive oil flavor as well. It's amazing. All right. Oh my gosh. These lobsters, they're so teeny tiny and so beautiful. They're getting exactly the color that I want, and then I'm going to warm them back up right before I put them onto that pasta. It's going to be amazing. This pan is getting wicked hot because we are going to include those clams into here. Hit it with a little bit of that white wine that I have here. And then we're just going to marry everything together with some red chili flake, which we have here, some really beautiful red chili flake. And like I said, I'm also going to be searing off some beautiful summer squash. Okay. I'm going to turn off the heat on this. And I just want you guys to see this. This oil now has that poached garlic flavor in it. Look at those babies. They're absolute perfection. Now I'm just going to pull these off. I skewered them because I didn't want them to curl up on me as soon as I hit them in that oil. Okay, now, my pan, I get to talking and my pans get too hot, so I'm going to make sure and duck here. Another way to build flavor from the bottom up, guys. I'm always talking about this. I'm going to use the same oil. Very carefully. You guys know how I am with oil. I'm going to pull that off to the side. And now I'm going to pray because I'm about to drop some clams in here and they're going to spit. But I'm going to start them from the back. I'm going to use a lid to kind of contain everything. Ooh, it is hot in here, guys, without that pan. Let me just make sure I look presentable. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you for joining me. I'm trying to build a platform here so that I can bring you guys these recipes everywhere. All of my social media platform. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Now that the spitting has quieted down a little bit. Now, like I said, I'm only making a single portion right now, and then later on, I'll make the big portion for everybody. I'm going to go ahead and hit that with a little bit of salt. Then I'm going to take my white wine, and again, being very careful, I'm going to tip my pan forward. There we go. Oh, these are opening up so beautifully. And I am telling you, the smell is amazing. This is going to be a quick recipe. I'm excited because sometimes, like I said, I'll get to really talking and, just kind of lose track, and that's okay. But if you guys have any questions at all, please, please, please go on ahead and ask away. The amount of oil that I put into the pan, trust me, was plenty. Also because I'm going to be drizzling more olive oil into this later. This is just to get the clams going. And then I'm going to go on ahead and marry it all together with more olive oil, which is going to be the La Padella, the high heat saute oil. So I have to be careful just with all my portions. The lobster, I didn't want to completely sink it into the oil. I wanted to give it a little bit of color for presentation's sake. That's why I had the amount of olive oil that I had in there. So trust me, it all works. It all works. All right. Well, this just smells amazing. I don't want to overcook them. So I'm going to pull those off to the side. I'm going to put this pan right back onto the oil, or excuse me, right onto the heat. Let it get wicked hot again. And look at these little clams. And this beautiful olive oil liquid in the bottom. That's going to be really delicious in this dish. Okay. I'm going to go on ahead and wipe away anything that may look like a shell or sand. I mean, like literally, it doesn't matter like how long you soak those clams. It just like, there's always sand. I don't know why, but I guess that's part of it. Okay, so this pan is wicked hot. I'm gonna go on ahead and add more olive oil, the La Padella. If you guys don't know about these guys, like definitely look them up. They have their own website, they have their own Instagram, TikTok, Amazon Live here. Like I said, they have an arsenal of chefs that use this product in their own restaurants. A lot of home chefs out there, a lot of home cooks are starting to learn about it. Their website will pretty much give you their whole backstory. This family wanted to pretty much turn the olive oil business on its ear. They wanted sustainable, organic, fresh fruit in, fresh fruit out. Like this juice that they produce from these olives, they go through the extra mile to get it to your doorstep absolutely fresh. And typically these boxes are not here by my heat, because I've said this before, if you do that, it can turn your olive oil rancid. And I didn't know that. I did not know that until 4 years ago. I would always keep it on top. In my restaurant, it would sit on top because it was convenient. You know, you have your little squeeze bottle, your Chefy bottle, and it was convenient. But they taught me so much when I went through their, see what I mean? I get to talking and then my pan gets too hot. When I went through their warehouse, it was just unbelievable to see the state-of-the-art equipment, the milling process. When it gets picked, it goes straight into the mill, it gets pressed straight into these boxes, and you get this fresh, like I said, this fresh olive oil immediately. The Cortopassi family is one of the coolest families I have ever come across. I still get Christmas cards from them, which is unbelievable. And it's not just like a Christmas card, it's like a really cool Italian style tile. I already have 4 of these and I just absolutely love them. And when I get my dream kitchen, they're just going to be mounted in my kitchen because they mean that much to me. Anyway, let's get to cooking. So now I'm going to start searing off some of this summer squash. I'm also going to find this garlic. Would you look at this garlic? Like, it's just unbelievable. I'm going to put it right in there. And I'm not salting anything because my pasta water already has salt in it. I don't want to go over the top when it reduces. So always be careful. Definitely build that level of flavor from the bottom up, but be careful not to oversalt it because then you can't pull back on it. You can always add on salt, but you can never take it away, you know? So that's just going to sit there and saute in this beautiful olive oil with the garlic. I'm going to go on ahead and lower my heat just a smidge. And now, shrimp. Make sure devein and clean your shrimp really, really, really good. I just noticed my shrimp here in Nicaragua, you can literally tell what they eat. There's so much seaweed in their bellies or whatever, kelp or whatever it is that they're eating down there. It's kind of insane. Okay, now I'm going to pull the garlic. Get rid of that because I have all the flavor I want in here. I'm going to sear off my shrimp. garlic flavor, but I like it more as an introduction. I want to have the flavor of this beautiful olive oil and definitely the shrimp. Yes, I did say. Actually, I didn't salt it in, or I didn't use salt water because they're so small. I didn't want them to get over salted. They're coming straight from the ocean to my doorstep. They're already really, really nicely salted by the sea. So, I mean, it depends. You could definitely do that if they're bigger, but I just soaked them for a little while, got all that soot out of it, all the sand, and they came out really beautiful and clean. Okay. Shrimp is looking gorgeous. Now, I'm going to pull them because I don't want anything overcooking. I'm doing everything in batches to make sure that everything retains its texture, its color. I just love cooking that way versus throwing everything into one pan and everything just kind of gets a little, it can get a little muddy. It can also get really steamed, not really give you a lot of color. So now, got a piece of garlic here I want gone. See, I still have some of that garlic olive oil, La Padella down there. So now remember, my pasta already has the truly extra virgin olive oil in it. So I don't need to do much more. Lowering my heat. Getting a portion here of pasta. I'm going to slow down the cooking process by adding some pasta water. What I want to do right now is extract that starch. I'm going to add a little bit, or a lot of it, of the red chili flake. We like it spicy here. I'm going to get these out of the way. Get a new bowl for plating. And again, this smells amazing. Now, oh my God, lobster's gorgeous. Now we're going to kick up this heat. And in we go with all this. Now I'm going to warm that through. Add my lobster. Look at that. Come on. That's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Gonna let that cook for a bit. Gonna grab some parsley. And I was really excited because I actually found whole Italian parsley here. Like I said, I'm living in Nicaragua, so I am at the mercy of this place. But when they have fresh ingredients, man, I really go to town. And if you see here, I have actually a broccoli. I thought I would add some broccoli, but then I saw the summer squash, and I was like, no, this is how we go. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Okay. Oh yeah. typically I'll do, you know, some fancy plating and so on and so forth. But when it comes to like a seafood pasta, I just let it fly where it wants. I'm gonna take these two babies out, turn off the heat. Oh, the chili flake, the summer squash, the clams, the juice of the clam with the white wine. I'm telling you guys, the smell is incredible. And I know a lot of people say that, but I actually mean it. I would never represent a company if I didn't believe in them. If I didn't believe that, you know, they're bringing the best ingredients to my family right here at my doorstep, you know, with Amazon helping me out, which is so awesome. Okay, so there is that. Now, let's get this out of the way. Very carefully, look at that. Beautifully poached with a little bit of color. Nothing wrong with a little caramelization on your lobster. We're going to try and pull this without breaking it. There we go. Sorry, a little olive oil ham here. Okay. Woo, it's hot. And like I said, you can elevate this however you want. You can add scallops, you can add whitefish. It's linguine, but yes, it is I am one of the brand chefs for Corto Olive Oil. That's why I get to wear the fancy jacket. Yes, and I go live once a month, bringing a beautiful olive oil driven dish with this company that I completely believe in and love, and you guys should check out. Again, cursor through, see for yourselves. Can you guys just like, can you see that? I'm gonna photograph this before I eat it, and I'm gonna go on ahead and post it onto all my social medias. Definitely here, you'll get to see this video again. And if you guys need the recipe, please go on ahead and DM me, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. This smells incredible, guys. Oh, hello, forgot the best part. I said I would. Now it's finished. The healthy properties of olive oil, you guys already know, right? It's incredible. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to show it here as well. Please come back and see me next month. Let's see what I come up with this beautiful olive oil. This was a great live. It was really quick, and I'm actually on time for once. I'm always late, but this is great. I absolutely love talking with you guys. Thank you for all of the comments. And like I said, if you want to DM me, get the recipe, anything, just go on ahead and send me those messages, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I need to go and photograph this and eat it before it gets cold. This unbelievable smell coming from here is just amazing. But thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon, okay? Ciao, ciao. Chef Anita here with Corto Olive Oil. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Done. I'm literally sweating here. I saw some comments come up. I'll go back and try and read them again. I know there was not enough oil in here. I think the heat was not too high. Thank you. Everything was absolutely perfect. And it's too not hot. What? And it's too not too? Okay, I'm not sure what's happening. I see people had comments on my cooking ability. It's okay. It's all right. Look at. It's perfect. It's not tough. It's bouncy. It's amazing. Trust the process, guys. I've been doing this for a really long time. Anyway, I'm going to go on ahead. Thank you so much, Miss Winifred. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, my husband's getting this tonight. He is over the moon. Thank you so much. And you saw how easy it was. Like just, yes, be careful with your heat because things will burn. Use a good quality olive oil if you don't have the Corto olive oil. And add a little pat of butter during that poaching process. And it's okay if it gets a little color. If you like it with less color, then by all means, do you. This is such an easy dish. Cannot even tell you. And the flavors and the smells coming from it, I'm so excited. So I'm going to head out, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not sure, there were some follows here. Thank you so much for following me. I am Chef Anita, and I am trying to bring you guys more content of me cooking at home and cooking with Corto olive oil. So thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you guys very soon, okay? Ciao, ciao. Mwah.